been tuned into the Streets Session with your boy Firahs and
Joe MK.
Why is this the name of our show, bro?
Because we're the hottest in the streets.
Catch us online, on the go, and on the FM.
Okay, let's go.
Yes. It's that time of the week. Myself, MK, and Firahs in the building. Obviously, like we said, it's a special guest in the building. So come on over, step onto the stage, and introduce yourself. Come, don't be shy.
Whoa, let's go.
Yeah, I'm a bit short, you know.
And then we've got a special guest in the building. Let's go. Well, while we wait for her to get through, we're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Yo. Let me just get on the chair first of all.
This cable isn't giving any problems up.
So we've got a special guest in the building right now.
Yeah, boy!
So introduce yourself.
Hey, my name is Shelana Azora. I'm a
Jeez.
singer-songwriter from East London.
Hey.
Shouts to the east.
You guys got me all the way down in South, you know, like, Sydney, like, this is the first time I've ever come into these ends. I can't lie.
Let's talk facts and stuff with the hottest of the streets on that.
These are like ends.
No respect. And listen, we got Stormzy, we got 600. you start naming artists just to prove that you're still hot. Like, obviously, you're a musician. So, like, what made you want to get into like doing music and stuff like that?
Well, that's a deep question. That's the first question as well.
Of course.
Gotta go in straight hot, man.
Yeah, no, music has been a very big part of my life for a very long time. Like, I remember I was 8 years old when I first discovered I could sing. So I was listening to Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
Okay.
That song, If I Ain't Got You. That is
Yeah.
OG song for me. Like, when I hear that song, my heart goes.
Big tune.
Yeah, it's a big tune, yeah. But when I listened to that song and just heard, you know, that whole era of like 90s, noughties, R&B, I just fell in love, man. I started singing.
Yeah.
I was singing in the playground, writing in the
Word.
playground, doing like rap ciphers in the playground with my friends and that. But
Okay.
yeah, so like, it was a passion from a very young age, you know. Like, I always was the kid that was singing and dancing, writing music.
Yeah.
My first song ever, I was inspired by Eminem.
Whoa. Okay.
Quite a wide range, yeah.
I genuinely have a range of
Yeah.
listen to, but yeah, so it's been
So,
going a long time.
talking of music as well, what to you makes a good song? Is it the lyrics or is it the beat?
You smart. I would put lyrics first. It's a hard one because when you
Very
listen
hard.
to the majority of music nowadays, I feel like people naturally we vibe to a beat, and
Yes.
We're gonna vibe to, we're gonna feel it, and it's gonna make the whole song.
Yeah, of course.
But there's lyrics that take it to the next level.
Yeah,
When a song has a sick beat, and then all of a sudden it's talking to you,
Yeah.
then you're there, innit? But for me, I'm actually
100.
gonna say that melody is my most important.
Oh,
So
you know, it's interesting you say that because you look at people like, you know, the Rod Waves coming out, and you know, it's all about even the Tory Laneses of this world, like their melodies, crazy.
Don't forget Moray as well.
Moray, yeah, Moray. New art, we got Quicksand.
Yeah.
Like, I can listen to them. I don't even need to hear the lyrics. I can just be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll be gassed anyway. So.
Melodies, and I listen to like some European R&B and stuff. I don't even know what they're saying. Literally.
Yeah.
Some Swedish music, but when
I'm Swedish, you know.
Jeez.
Born and bred.
Shout out.
Can you speak a little Swedish for me one time?
Jag pratar svenska. Hej, hur mår du? She was not ready. She was waiting for the I haven't been back for like 10 years.
Like I kind of forgot. Like it was when I was a kid and that.
What did you say?
I said, hi, my name is Sharif. How are you?
Oh, swear down. Can you teach me how to say?
Of course, I got you, man.
Go on.
So, hey, hur mår du?
Hey, good morning.
Are du bra?
Audibod.
There you go.
Am I saying it right?
It's lit. Yeah. It's lit. Let's go. So we're doing Swedish lessons today as well, yeah?
You charge by the hour or like.
Hey, listen.
So that's the surprise for today, Swedish lesson. All right.
Just bring me a hit and I'll do it for free. Keep my playlist flowing and that. Obviously, we've got to talk a bit about who you are. Go a bit, dig a little bit deep. Obviously, you wasn't born here. A lot of people might not know that.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I picked up on that one.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell everybody where you was born?
Not Republic, Dominica. Yeah, Dominica, not Republic.
Yeah.
Are you Dominican? Oh,
Swear.
yeah.
Jeez, fellow countrywoman in the building.
At least I didn't get caught. I actually had the language on deck.
Listen a little bit, but that's it. I can't really claim it like that.
That's
but I was born in Dominica. I came here when I was 2 with my mom.
Yes.
So like, obviously I grew up in London.
Yeah.
But literally the roots, the Caribbean,
Yeah.
in my heart, it's in my blood. I literally for the whole of lockdown, I can't lie to you, I was looking at pictures of Dominica like in tears. Like, why am I here? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know the ones, like the Caribbean is so beautiful. But,
Especially during these lockdown vibes. There's no point being in England. Why are we here?
Lockdown on a beach,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless you're creating hits, then there's no point. I guess that's why you're still here, isn't it? Too many hits for the streets.
I'm trying.
And obviously, did you get any inspiration from your family in terms of music? Is there any music in your family that's got you to this point where?
My whole family is musical.
Swear
Yeah, I've
on.
got a cousin in Dominica who's like a really big calypso artist.
Really?
So he's proper doing his thing there.
Yeah.
And every year in Dominica we have like jazz festival.
Yeah.
Their artists come down, like Movado's come down,
Yeah.
Chronix, all these people.
Yeah.
There's a big link up. So
Yeah.
there's that side.
Yeah.
That's on my mum's side. And then my dad's side, I've got so many cousins and that sing and that. Music is just part of our family.
A lot of instrument players as well.
Yeah, like dabble. I feel like we all dabble.
Okay,
We all know a couple chords,
Them ones.
Joe's about to tell us about the time he can play the piano. One song, what's it? Adele Hello and that.
Yeah, that's another.
It's funny, you learn like one of the hardest songs as well. Like, it makes no sense, but shout out to Joe for that one. Innit? And obviously, in terms of your music as well, like who inspires you musically, like whether dead or alive, or you know what gets you going?
You know what? I feel like it's always changing because as I grow
Yeah.
and I listen to like different moods and different times in life,
Yeah.
I've had times where I used to listen to folk music and listen to like Laura Vula,
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran, and like these kind of instrument-based music that I would really feel in it. Like that's how I started music, very pure, I would say. But as I grow, like obviously hip hop and R&B has always been there as well.
Of course,
So
yeah.
I'd say, like that's been a big influence.
Yeah.
Artist-wise, I would say Lauryn Hill, 100%. Like, I
Dope,
love
yeah, she's fire, she's fire.
that one album will live rent-free in my head for the rest of my life, you
Yeah.
know. Got that.
Yeah. The miseducation.
Loads of, like,
Yeah.
That album is fire.
Yeah.
Rihanna, I can't lie, like I know we rate Rihanna as like an entrepreneur, as an artist, but listen, this girl did so much for music in terms of like, just her versatility in it. Like
For
I
real,
vibe with
yeah,
it,
yeah,
'cause
yeah.
I'm that artist where I like to jump on different vibes. I'll be so
Yeah.
1 minute, I'll be doing up drill 1 minute.
Yeah.
Like, I just
Yeah.
love the,
Jeez.
Yeah. And you know what? Obviously, COVID-19 is one of the biggest questions in the game. So I'm not going to ask you what I feel like everyone asks. How is it doing music COVID? Forget that. What's the positives that you got out of COVID doing music?
I like that.
I felt like it allowed me to just take away the pressure for that moment of music in general. And I say that lightly because there was still a bit of pressure because of the fact that you're at home, so you feel like now you've got to be online and now you've got to be posting and now you've got to be
Okay,
Yeah.
So there was that pressure, but I took away that and I thought, okay, no, we don't need to be online. We don't need to be constantly active. We can actually be in our own space and just allow ourselves to be for a second. When I did that, then it allowed me to write the music that I'm writing now. Dig a little bit deeper, think about where I want to go as an artist, and start to really like map out where I want to be in the next, let's say, 2 to 3 to 5 years.
Yeah. Because obviously, when you look at the positives, for me, because I do music as well, innit? So for me, obviously, Joe's the producer, but I'm going to have to big up Joe real quick.
Apparently, I won the producer last week.
But for me, the positives is I've had time to go studio as much as I want, write as much as I want, And essentially, I didn't really have that when we weren't in lockdown, because for me it was like I was working. Well, I was actually working at 9 to 5 at the time. I was doing EE before I quit.
Oh, you went to EE?
Yeah.
Jeez.
You know, the one in Croydon. Okay. Well, of course I was south, innit? Well, you know about the commissions there, bro.
Well, we're about to compare sales and that, yeah? What were you doing Q4 2020? What are you saying?
Hey, listen, my store was the best stores in Regent still. So I was lit. Listen, as soon as the BT came into the game, it was peak. You had to be doing bad, bro. I'm telling you, EE was a madness. So shout out to the EE crew, innit? Yeah. I still get discount, just saying. Come on, man. Because basically, my store is right next to my house. So I see them all the time. So I still get that 75% off. You know what the 75% off?
You're gonna tell me this, like, obviously not on air.
Yeah. And this is allegedly. Right. I don't want no EE friends in my building. Listen, there's no 6ix9ines around here. We ain't snitching.
I'm with you.
I think there's a knock on the door still.
Run. 6ix9ine or not? But talking of music as well, you know, you got a big tune. Of course, you got a lot of big tunes. So when for you did you know that this is what you want to do? Like, when did you turn around and say, because everybody's gone studio, everybody's made music, everybody's, you know, people that are into music, it's a hobby to a lot of them.
Dabbled.
When did you say, okay, cool? Was it a song that made you go, this is a hit? Was it friends, family? When did you know that music was your direction?
I feel like this is a therapy session right now. Do you know when you're just digging deep into like your soul and like
listen,
thinking back and like,
we'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, that's what we do here, man. I always have to come different with the questions, man.
Come different. Listen, it's one of them things that you do, you don't think about it, you know.
Yeah.
So like when I'm sitting here reflecting, it's just mad to think, oh, right, like at one point I must have made the decision that this is what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
But it was definitely at a very young age. I was definitely about probably 11, 12.
Okay. Oh, okay, so you know him for a while.
For a while, yeah.
Okay.
Like, where I felt like, okay, this is definitely something that I feel like completes me, makes me feel like, you know, the best version of myself or whatever that is.
Yeah.
So yeah, at that age, I feel like I just decided that, I'm gonna go for this.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah.
And obviously, like, you have like a little like rap singing vibe. So in terms of that, like, is there any particularly female rapper that you look up to in terms of just rap style?
Rapper, to be honest, Nicki has to be OG from the day. Like when Pink Friday came out, it changed the whole freaking game for me. Like, listen, we all know, like, as much as we can rate other rappers that are coming out, we can respect them. But Nicki, my girl, you've been chefing bangers from 2010, before that probably, I don't even know. But
you know, this might be a good question then. Who is the best female rapper right now? You got Young M.A, you got obviously Nicki Minaj, you got Cardi B, you got Miss Banks, you got Lady Leisure. If I didn't know anything to do with music right now, you said, bro or girl, shout out to my ladies out there, you need to know about this female rapper right now. Who's shooting?
Do you guys know about Nole? Yeah. I feel like she's lit. I feel like she's definitely lit. Like, in terms of delivery, just the energy that she brings, I definitely rate it as like just straight rap. I would have said Aleko Harley because I do love her, but I know she like dabbles into, you know, dancehall, R&B. That's what I rate her heavily. Shout out to
Aleka, she was here last week still.
I'm a fan, I can say that with my heart and soul. Like.
Yeah, she was here last week still. Shout out to Aleka in the building, man. Wow, in the building? Yeah.
We knew what you meant.
in the past building.
So I'm a big Aleka Harley fan, yeah.
Aleka, that's dope, man. And obviously, in terms of your music, I, from what I've heard, I can see you can dibble and dabble into the Afrobeat, dancehall infused type of music. Like, what inspires you to kind of jump into that scene?
I've always been that person, like, because my music taste is so eclectic.
Yeah.
Listen, like, I listen to indie, to like Coldplay, to Oasis, to like, you know, everything, you know. So because I listen to so much kind of different music, I love to try and experiment with the sounds I can create. What kind of cadences can I come up with? What flows can I come up with? How can I put that melody with this kind of beat? So that's how I am really. Yeah. So as music evolves, obviously we're seeing a change and shift in the way UK music is going right now.
Of course, yeah.
So I just kind of listen in and I feel like, okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Like obviously like with drill, there's people that absolutely love it, people that say it's not for me.
Yeah,
but we can say that
course,
undeniably when a drill song comes on, like your head's bopping. So it's kind of like the way that music evolves, I just kind of play with that a little bit.
Ah, then cool. You know what? Before we get Shelana back on the mic, we gotta play one of her joints right now. You know. Now this song right here is actually a song that she sent me 10 minutes before I knew I was gonna. So, but anyway, I had time to listen to it on my phone as you do when you're doing a football talk show at the same time. Don't ask me how I did that. Multitask. They say ladies can only multitask, but the man can too. So I don't know. But anyway, this is a song by Shelana Azora called "The Most."
This is Lady L, and you're listening to Whoa FM. I mean, whoa.
I was only down for you way back then. I don't need to pretend. And you had your chance. No, we can't be friends. No, we can't be friends. Oh, I used to be down for you. Won't stick around for you. Must have thought I was the one to fool. Yeah, I made a mistake with you. Hard on a plate for you. Took too long until you understood. See me on the gram and now you're wildin'. See me on the gram and
Listen, this is Shelana, No Banana,
future plans and now you wildin'.
with a single called "The Most." Let's get it.
You ask me what I'm doing, say I'm doing the most. When you're doing good is when they wanna miss you the most. You ask me what I'm doing, say I'm doing the most. The most, the most, the most, the most, the most. The most, the most, the most, the most, the most. I am blessed and highly favored. I've forgiven all my failures, cause I finally got to see my worth. But you must have been mistaken, must have thought that I was basic. If you thought that you could do me dirt. Every night say my prayers, cut the doubt, cut the fear, yes. Love myself if I dare, like gang, 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 natural hair gives my growth game strong, so again I'll win. Cause I grow from the dirt that you left me in. When I took a lick of lust, I see how you grin.
Big shout out to everybody on Shelana Instagram Live right now, you know.
See me on the gram and now you're wildin'.
Kizzy, I see you. Chanel, I see you.
On the gram and now you're wildin'. You ain't in my future.
I'm Marina, I see you.
See me on the gram and now. Ask me what I'm doing, say I'm doing the most. You ask me what I'm doing, say I'm doing the most. When you're doing good is when they wanna miss you the most. You ask me what I'm doing, say I'm doing the most. The most, the most, the most, the most, the most. The most, the most, the most, the most, the most.
Take we are gonna take it to them. No for them I come chat, but them not say no trend. Nah. Yo, it's your girl Kai Harley, and you're listening to Wow FM, the baddest station in London. So make sure you keep it locked and don't touch that dial.
Oh, come on. Listen, I'm the hottest in the streets, man. That's what it's called, the street sessions. You know, the hottest in the street, that's how we do it, man. You know what I mean? Okay, cool, I'm guessing myself.
Relax, buddy.
You know you're just going too far with the joke now. You might as well just give up quick before the joke becomes dead. So, I thought I'd just stop there. Obviously, we got the biggest, hottest street sessions girl in the building right now. Shelana, No Banana. No, I'm actually, you're the one that said it.
I have to like just honestly, because people pronounce my name wrong, innit? So I just have to let you know.
Yeah.
If it rhymes with banana, then you can't forget it.
So is that your real name?
Yeah, Shelana Azora.
Oh, okay.
So my middle name is Azora.
Oh. the whole room got gas as well. The reaction in that room.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dad for that one, innit?
I love the way the whole room was just prepared to be like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
That's true. Yeah, it's true, you know. They sound like they really made it.
Too much.
Obviously, if you just joined in right now, you are tuned into World FM 90.4 with your boy Firahs
Joe MK.
And what's the name of that show, bro?
The Street Sessions. Well, you got the line wrong again, though.
Nah, I wasn't trying to do the line.
Oh, okay, all right, cool. Just check it.
This guy trying to hot me up.
You know what I'm saying? We rehearsed this, man.
I didn't say so. Why we hot is in the streets, man? Come on, man. This guy trying to come for me again, you know. We're not friends anymore, Joe. I thought we were still brethren. Ever since he lost your camera, innit?
Listen, man.
Almost lost your bag as well, still, man.
Like I said, long weekend, man. Long weekend.
For real. Now we've got Shelana Azora in the building right now, and obviously, Joe, listen, it's up to you. Why don't you drop a little question for our special guest? What are you saying? I've been holding it down, so let me give you the floor for a couple of minutes.
This is gonna be quite an interesting one. So, since you said you like to dibble and dabble into different genres, and obviously we're talking very briefly about how music evolves. Let's just say, in the next 3 years, there's a completely new genre that you started.
Okay. Ooh.
Describe that to us.
Ooh.
How does it sound like?
That is.
And what would you call it?
That is a lit question, to be honest. Like, that's using my imagination. Like, I don't know about. It's a hard one. I feel like if there's any lane that I'm gonna go down.
Yeah.
My music, definitely I'm sticking with R&B.
Yeah.
Because it's where the heart and soul is.
Yeah.
But I feel like a little bit of drill.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's
hard when it's mashing everything up together.
Yeah.
A little
Okay,
bit
what would you take from R&B and what would you take from drill?
So the melodies of R&B.
Okay.
The tempo of drill.
Okay. Interesting one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
a little bit of like dancehall as well. I love my dancehall. I love it. So just
sounds like a interesting.
Just vibing on the track.
Yeah.
So it's hard to explain it because obviously it's just words when you say it out loud. But when you hear it, when you start to fuse it together, I feel like there's something coming.
Yeah.
You know, I've been working. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
I asked so I could steal the idea. Hey, Firahs, I jump in studio tomorrow. I'm joking.
I'm warming up still.
And what would you call it?
Oh. That's why are you trying to do that to me?
Hey.
I don't know. Maybe like a rhythm and soul, rhythm and drill. I don't know. Like something trying to like
R and drill.
Yeah. Obviously, R and drill's kind of been mixing in the
kind of.
That kind of vibe.
Alright, cool. Say no more.
That was a hard one. I can't lie.
Yeah, I thought very hard for. I don't have any other questions.
Wow, when your co-host is there live on radio, you couldn't just looked at me and said speak.
That's what I was looking at you. I was like,
obviously here at the street session, I haven't actually told my guest. She has no idea what's gonna happen right now.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
We have debates on this show. She didn't know. I purposely do this. Why? Because if I tell them, they want to know the topic, then they want to prepare.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I always say to any guest, if there's a topic you're not comfortable with, just give me the eyes, and I drop a new question, which is very normal. So, I feel like the first conversation for today should be based on, it's going to be a more, just natural conversation for this one, yeah? In a relationship, honesty... You know where this is going. You know where this is going, Joe. Joe knows where this is going. Look at J-Man's back here. He's like, oh, stop. This is where we're going, yeah?
Everyone's ready in the room now.
So we got to talk about being in a relationship or dealing with a significant other, whether that's a male or female, right? Mm-hmm. Honesty is key. And being honest about how you're feeling is key. Now, obviously, Joe knows why I'm bringing it up because I was in a bad situation recently. I'll give you a little backstory. So, I was talking to a particular lady.
Okay.
I was feeling this lady.
Okay.
So I booked an apartment with this lady.
Okay.
Lockdown mode, isn't it?
Lockdown mode. Obviously, I couldn't go nowhere else. Like, let me not cap it like I was the hottest in the streets. Like I had nowhere else to go. You know what I mean? It was either that or my house, and I was like, I don't want to bring a girl to my yard, because then it just comes across like I'm just trying to be, and I wasn't trying to just smash.
Okay.
I didn't like this woman.
Your intention was that you weren't trying to just smash.
I wasn't trying to just smash, no.
But you wanted a safe space.
Well, there's nowhere else to go.
Okay, come on.
Does that make sense? Like, there's no restaurant. So I was thinking, listen, I'll woo her, you know what I'm saying? I'll buy an apartment, I can cook her food, candle, you know, rose petal. You know, put in the work, man.
The whole care package.
But then, as soon as she came to the apartment, the vibes wasn't really there. It was dead. I wasn't really feeling her anymore. She wasn't moving like the same person that she was when we had the conversation. So I was like, you know what? This is what it is. It's time to move on type vibe. Yeah. So I come here when she's at my apartment. Well, I had
your face.
J-Man's reaction.
No, but
you left her in the apartment to come to.
No, but I have things to do here. Like,
of course.
I work here. I work here every Friday. I work here every Friday. I do the breakfast show. I had a reason to be here. I wasn't just here for a reason.
Friday thing.
Yeah. I was here for a reason. Huh?
Oh, getting sent for. The question was, why were you here in the evening, though? What's?
I mean, I lie. But anyway, let me finish the story. So, I come here now, the place of work. Anyway, long story short.
Yeah.
I'm telling everybody their stories. Yeah. Everyone's like to me, you gotta be honest, because I'm thinking, it's her birthday the next day. So
what is that? That's another plot twist.
Yeah, it's another plot twist. It's her birthday the next day, and in my head I'm like, cause you gotta remember as well, yeah, when you're living with someone and you're in a place where it's very easy to be intimate, right? That's a sort of fact. I was very uncomfortable with just the fact that I felt like I had to pretend to want to be there or be in bed or cuddle or like I was pretending.
Get deep.
I don't know where we're going, but anyway, long story short, I told her that I wasn't really feeling it, and then obviously she ended up going home or whatever. My point was just like, how important is it to be honest in a relationship, whether that's early stages, middle stages, or when you're in a relationship? Because if I had just not said nothing and made her birthday great, what's the point?
Well, I agree. I feel like it's important to be honest. That you have to be. Like, why are we wasting people's time? Like, if you feel like from the get-go that you don't have some kind of connection, or it's not the spark that you wanted, or you feel like you can have with someone, then you're wasting your time.
Of course,
And then furthermore, you're wasting her time. So it's harsh and it hurts a little bit to say to someone, like that I didn't like your vibe, like I didn't catch a vibe with you. But it's better that initial little sting at the beginning than you wait 6 months, 7 months, 10 months, a year down the line, and then you're still saying.
So as a woman, if it was your birthday, would you want me to, lie? Because, I'm wooing you, I've now taken you to basically somewhere.
Danger zone.
It's not even that. I feel like, I get it. Like, as a woman, you would want someone to do something nice for you for your birthday. That's just a normal thing. But if the fact is you're not feeling it, I wouldn't want you to do it just for protocol. Do you know what I mean? What's the point? Why are you doing it just because you have to do it? Like, I want you to do it because you want to do it, innit? So I'll prefer you say to me, actually, no, I'm not feeling this. And I know, okay, I'll spend time with my girls then on my birthday.
It's mad because you know what man said to me? You couldn't even pretend for one day. I was like,
pretend.
because
it's a sticky one.
It's peak because obviously we're all adults here, but obviously if you're young, obviously I'm not gonna say what goes down in the game, but we all play PlayStation.
We all play.
Okay, yeah.
I wish I did, but I don't have time. But I wish.
Wow, she's really trying to make it sound.
I'm not like you kids.
She knows what I'm trying to say.
I love PlayStation though, but I just wish I had time.
But I'm saying like,
I ain't got time for that.
Imagine having to pretend.
I'm saying.
Imagine having to pretend that you know what the game is.
Yeah.
That would have been me for the whole of the birthday. I have to hold it down, make sure that I'm on form.
Yeah.
Nah, I couldn't do it.
I hear that. I feel like
I just couldn't.
I feel like you did the right thing.
What did you have planned?
Yeah.
What, for her birthday?
Did you plan anything though? Did you actually plan
Yeah, I bought rose petals, I bought balloons,
Oh,
I bought whipped
things.
cream. I was even trying to go. Fam, I went hard.
Whoa.
Whoa!
With strawberries in that. I even bought chocolate in that.
For
What
hot
do you mean?
chocolate purposes, isn't it?
Are you omitted the strawberries in the guy? he left out whipped cream.
Damn. Listen.
Where we go?
That's a real player right there.
You man gotta understand, yeah. Like I was telling Joe, I kept telling Joe, listen, after this weekend, I might be off the market still. Like, I was gassed, fam.
I literally wrote him off for the weekend. Like I was like,
yeah, I was really feeling this guy. This is why I keep telling people. Like I was generally like, boom.
Was that the first time you were meeting? Was that the first
Nah,
time?
it wasn't the first time.
So what happened? Why at that time were you feeling like something wasn't right? Why not the times before?
Because I feel like you see people differently when you're living together. You know, it's so much easier to just
you're right.
link at Nando's, link at the bar. You're on your best form.
Yeah.
Everybody's coming there to show off. So when she came, it was like, I don't know. I was just like, I don't really feel like I know her anymore. She was arguing about like, for example, like I'm telling her, I got work to do. She goes, but you're with me. Why are you working? I'm like,
it don't work like that. What do you
just
mean?
because you're furloughed doesn't mean I'm furloughed.
Talk that talk.
No, but you know what I'm saying though? Just because she was furloughed doesn't mean I'm furloughed. And at the end of the day, I don't have a 9 to 5. So if I'm working, I need to work.
So there was other things that wasn't aligning essentially.
Yeah. I felt like I generally felt like one of the main things for me was I felt like she wasn't supportive to what I was trying to do in terms of my career.
So let's turn a little therapy session.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I made it easy to just like, you know what, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
I'm not on the same level.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like, I got to work.
Hey, no, you know, do you want to say something?
You might as well take the mic at this point, innit?
Come through, Jim, man. Come through, Jim.
Yeah. Don't be shy.
No, what I'm saying, yeah, I didn't know it was like that. From that aspect, if she's not supporting what you're doing, especially if you have to go out and work to make money to live, if she's not supportive of that, then you can't. There's no way forward here. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
There's no way forward. So that made it even easier to say, you know what, I'm not feeling this, because how can she ask you like, why are you going to work? You're with me. Like, you already went through the effort of getting the apartment and organizing a birthday surprise. Like, go to work and, you know, say that the weekend's all yours. You understand? That's a pointless argument in my eyes.
Yeah,
you understand? Like, every woman likes a man that's working, earning his money, gonna provide and all them things there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, Joe?
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah.
Joe, that's Joe. Yeah. No, but it's true for us. Like, big up yourself for being honest and all of that, man. Trust me, respect, because a lot of people don't get props to that, and sometimes when you are honest, it backfires on you sometimes. 'Cause a lot of people can't take honesty.
Nah.
I feel like you did the right thing at that point. You know, you made sure.
Clap for yourself, man.
Hey,
Yeah, round of applause.
Big up your chest. Big up your chest. Big up your chest.
Round of applause right there. Round of applause.
Phone calls and that.
Joe's like, Shelana's phone call ain't worth it still.
Because I was feeling the thing. I was like, what's it?
I appreciate that. No, you got me.
Oh man.
I wasn't even paying attention. Imagine I'm here and I didn't even see.
You have to produce the show, innit? Like,
the whole live video paused as well, you know. Them ones.
But obviously, Shelana. Being tuned into the streets session with your boy Firahs and
Joe MK.
on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Yeah. Follow me now.
You're a woman
Yes.
who are into men?
Yes.
Okay. You never know, so
Yeah, no.
don't take.
Got to.
You gotta ask.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah, you're probably saying into men.
No, because everybody just look. I mean, I wasn't gonna just like make a question without asking a particular question.
I heard that.
In COVID, since we're talking,
You're getting a bit deep right now. Did I sign up for this? I don't know.
nah. I didn't even tell you that you was gonna be talking about this.
You didn't tell me.
I told you it's an interview, but this is what we do. I never tell the guests
I'm a
because
very open person.
that's the best way to. Oh, that's where the drinks are thrown as well.
That's why you gave me the liquor. It makes sense now.
Open you up. we got to open the book and read inside the book. We can't always be outside the book. The cover is only good for so long, but we need to get to know you.
Okay, I heard that.
So, are you single right now, or are you taken?
Oh gosh. You know what? I had a feeling you were going to ask this question on air, you know, and I felt like, what was I going to say? Like, no comment, like, this information
I literally asked everyone the same question.
This
though, but I don't
information.
feel-
I'm single.
Okay, cool. So, what for you makes a great man?
If I publicize it on the British intercom, then that's just giving the tricks away now.
True. Okay.
The rule book, I don't want to do that. You know, man,
I'll give you a W for that one still. That's
what? So it's not what? So it's well, wait.
Because you know when you tell them what you like, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, she likes this, she likes that, she likes that. Let me go through looking like that.
You can't have them open book exams, no?
No.
You know what I'm saying? In BTEC, you can just do coursework and that with the books and them.
Like that. No.
So it's straight A-level exam. It's no BTEC.
Hey, big shout out to Shelana. She came through with a correct answer. Yes, I'm saying though. See?
The information there.
That's what I'm saying.
You might need to contact my lawyer for that one. And
hey, listen, I break the answer to the fullest because but you'll get people dropping lists like, she's got to have a back, she's got to have this, she's got to have long hair, she got to do this, and I'm looking at them like, this ain't Tumblr, my guy. I say, what makes a girl good, not what makes her body nice. Like, let's just talk facts. So.
Can't disclose that information.
Yeah.
No. You know what? Okay, let's just strip that away for a second. Yeah. Genuinely, I don't want to say. Okay. Wow, you got me here. You got me on air now, innit? I'm live. But genuinely, just someone that's nice.
Yeah.
I feel like if you were to ask someone, are you a nice person, and they hesitate, then just move away from me now. Just take a step back. If you have to think about that,
you know what? Nice. Yeah, exactly. There's a nice.
Nice just
there's
means
a lot of
that.
definitions for nice.
Nice just means that.
Yeah.
That, are you able to like understand, empathize, have some emotional intelligence, understand that maybe there's two sides to every situation, and just take a step back and think, let me respect it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's one thing I can't take is disrespecting it.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm gonna be like a psychological, emotional therapist, I'll be like, respect comes in the middle of a relationship.
100%.
It starts with respect, and everything else stems out of that.
Yeah.
If you don't have respect for someone, then everything falls. Yeah. So you respect me, you're nice, and you treat me with respect, and that's cool. We're good.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the playbook. So people get revising.
Finesse me today. You got it out of me, but that's it. It's
Up
simple.
next,
It's simple.
we got another single, and obviously, when we come back, more conversations with you. But also, don't stay tuned as well. Don't need to die because we got a live performance as well. So, can't talk about the song yet, but we'll talk about the song before the live performance, as you would do on a street session. MK, you excited for the live performance?
Of course. I'm in the crowd, you know what I'm saying?
Shelana, you excited for the performance?
I'm excited.
You know, it's weird.
Are you excited for the performance?
Yeah, you excited?
Of course. You know what I'm saying?
I just had to say it because you asked everyone.
Fab, I've heard this song for a while. I think I posted a song like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you did. You basically did a little story like Shelana needs to get
Yeah, I
on
did
the
it on
show.
purpose.
And I was like,
I was like, rather than DMing her, like slide in the DM. I was like, man, I'm gonna put the story.
Put it on the story.
What you say? Trying to pull up on the. But no, the song's fire. But we're not gonna get to that tune yet. We've got a song called Free. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about the song Free and how it came about?
I really like this song. I can't lie to you. This is the last track on my EP, and I love this song because I wrote it in a space where I feel like I've always had this thing where I'm an introverted extrovert. Like I love being in my own space, but I love also socializing. But I feel like because you're a sociable person, it can get mistaken for like, oh, when you're taking a step back, it's like, oh my gosh, you're being like a bit anti. But literally, that's part of me, and I feel like we live in a world where we're always available. Like, you know, our phones are there. Like, someone texts you, it's like, why didn't you reply to my message? It's been 2 hours now. You're like,
story of my life.
I'm just trying to live. I'm just trying to live, you know? So we live in a very, very fast-paced world. So this song really means a lot to me because it's about just allowing yourself to be. One of the lines in it is like, we can be free and just breathe and just live and just, so hope you like it. It's called Free. It's the last track on my EP. My EP is called Epiphany. If you haven't heard it, check it out. It's on Spotify and all that, and Apple Music and all them things there.
This is Lady L, and you're listening to Whoa FM. I mean, whoa.
I just wanna be where you are. Cherish the moment. Live in slow motion and be. Wanna be where you are. Life is so golden. You flow like the ocean. Oh, we can be free. Free. Free for a moment. We can be free. Free. Free for a moment. Back in the dark, you know I see right through. Silence at night, you know I'm hearing you. Sometimes this life feels like deja vu. I'm so tired of social media when we try to stay in touch. Trying to be all social, but we always in a rush. Just pause for a second, rewind for a second, take time for a second. I just wanna be where you are. Cherish the moment. Live in slow motion.
Oh, yeah.
Wanna be where you are. Life is so golden. You flow like the ocean. Oh, we can be free. Free. Free for a moment. Oh, we can be free. Free. Free for a moment. Trying to please everyone is impossible. Wanna gain the world, you'll only lose your soul. We are searching. Deep down, we are hiding. I'm so tired of trying to be someone that looks like somebody else. Trying to live and be happy, but we ain't happy with ourselves. We just pause for a second, rewind for a second, take time for a second. I just wanna be where you are. Cherish the moment. Live in slow motion and be. Wanna be where you are. Life is so golden. You flow like the ocean. Oh, we can be free. Free for a moment. Oh, we can be free. Free. Free for a moment. Let it go. Love can heal your soul. We can be free. We can be free. No more pain. Time to break the chains. We can be free. We can be free.
If you just tuned into World FM 94 right now, this is Shelana Azora with Free from her latest EP, which we're going to announce in a minute still.
Whoa, 90.4 FM.
So welcome to the co-host. A bit late with the camera. We asked for it like 10 minutes ago, but it's alright. It's alright.
The performance hasn't even started yet, man.
It's alright. It's alright.
Saying, show producer, man, up and down.
But obviously, if you just tune into 90.4 WOW FM right now, I just see a cable flying around. But listen, if you just tune in right now, we have a special guest in the building in Shelana Azora. Is your mic on?
My mic is on now.
Oh, okay. I forgot to put it back on. So I was a bit like, is it even on? How are you feeling so far about this show so far?
You know what? I'm feeling good. I feel like if I'm being very honest with you guys, very transparent.
I appreciate that.
Sometimes I feel like I get a bit of anxiety, I get a bit of nervousness when it comes to these things. Just that's the person I am. But you guys have made me feel very relaxed. I'm catching a vibe, catching a wave.
I feel like when you come here, it's just about having a little bit of fun, a little bit
natural
of
conversation.
I like that. It's a good vibe.
Which is what life is about.
100%.
Now, obviously, we gotta drop you some more debates right now. At least for once, it's not about me. I wasn't even trying to make it about me, but you lot just looked at me when I said the question. Alright, cool. I'll take that. I'll let it. Now, George Floyd's family received 27 million in settlement from the manipulation. George Floyd's.
Okay.
They received 27 million in a settlement from the Minneapolis City Council.
Okay.
Obviously, if people that don't know what happened, George Floyd obviously, got murdered by police officers. They sat on his neck and whatnot. 27 million, are we saying that's a fair amount? Or are we saying racism hasn't really been fixed? Because obviously what we're looking at it now is like, racism is a big conversation right now, whether that's in sports, whether that's in music, whether that's in the Grammys, the Weeknd recently said it's rigged. They only go after people that are good for basically publicity stunts and all that. Like, not going deeply into George Floyd as a conversation, but as everybody here who's coloured people, how do you feel being coloured in the way we're living right now? Do you feel comfortable in your skin? Do you feel like you have to constantly, change the way you are to suit certain crowds? Because the funniest thing that I always see, I know a lot of black people. I'm sure we all do at this point.
We all do at this point,
Yeah, I know. But I mean, like, it's funny how we're expected to change our tunes for certain crowds, but the other crowd isn't expected to do that. So you'll meet a black person that's like, when I'm a white lad or my white girl, I speak more white. But when I'm with a man, it's like, yo, welcome, what are you saying? You know what I'm saying? Why do you think that that's something that we're expected to do, which is change for different crowds?
Wow, you're gonna make me go on a whole rant on this radio show today.
I'm down. Let's go.
We're all listening.
It's heavy on the chest. I can't lie. It's heavy on the chest. I feel like there's a standard, and the standard has been set as white, and that is the world standard. That is the line that we live by. And anything that falls below that is not good enough. And evidently, as black people, we have been told time and time again, you are not living up to the standard. Your hair, your skin color, the way you talk, the food you eat, your culture does not live up to the standard that we uphold as the right way or whatever, the way that we're supposed to be.
Of course.
So there's that. If we're not living up to that, we're constantly kind of like told that we're not good enough, kind of thing.
Of course.
But yeah, so 27 mil is not enough to compensate the years of I can't even say it, like generational pain, trauma that has been going through. So cool, they can give 27 mil that will help the family for the time being, but does it fix the problem? Unfortunately not.
Yeah, because essentially what it did is just say, okay, cool, we understand you lot have been angry for a while, let's just pay the family and end the conversation now. Because 27 million to a lot of people will sound like, raw, they're living good now. But
that's just one family though.
That's what I'm saying. Is money really going to fix the issue that's really going on? It's a bigger picture. It's like the first time somebody's been shot by a police. Most recently, the woman from Clapham, the Sarah Everard situation, she got kidnapped by a UK police officer.
That's mad to me. I can't lie.
That's mad.
As a woman that I go out, I can't lie. I'm one of them girls that I'm 5'1", yeah. But I will say I don't have no fear more time. I'm just here. It's like what? If anyone comes to me, what? I'm gonna just find a way. But I've normalized that so much that I'm always thinking about what I'm gonna use in my hand to like smash someone in the face if they ever try and attack me. It's so normal to me. But when everyone started to actually speak about it and be like, rah, like this is what I do when I come home from the train station. This is what I do when I come home on the way from work. Then it made me think, rah, that's what I do as well. And that's why. Why do I do that? Why do I have to do that?
Don't you think it's kind of moist as well, that people came out, especially men, and said women need to be careful how they dress when they go outside. Come on, I remember, I'm looking at it like, raw, am I going to tell my sister don't wear a skirt? Like, bro, listen, my sister should be able to roll how she wants to roll in these streets. Mandem need to start learning how to move.
Exactly,
Because if we just go into like just being in a nightclub and that, let's just all talk fact. I'm not saying everybody knows a man, but we all know a man that might go a bit too crazy and start clapping the arse around and going to club.
I mean, we witnessed this at a certain establishment.
That's what I'm saying.
If you know a man like that, you now call him out now.
But Joe would tell you, bro, I was vexed, but I looked at him like, bro, if you ever do it again, like, I have to like send you back to Ghana still. But it's like things like that. It's just mad because people just don't. They look at the smallest things and think, it's not that deep though, man, just squeezed and out. But bro, she didn't ask for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a woman, for you particularly, like, do you feel like it's a men's, I probably know your answer, but I'm going to ask you, is it a men's problem or is it really the way a female is dressing? Obviously, I don't believe it's the way a female's dressing, but I have to ask that, innit? Like, do you feel like a woman should be dressing differently or not?
I can tell you this straight, like, a lot of the, social media posts that have been going around regarding Sarah is that, she was dressed properly. She was properly, and I say properly in inverted commas, what is properly, and she was doing everything right in inverted commas. But it didn't matter. I can go ahead looking dead and with my tracksuit bottoms looking like I just rolled out of bed, and man will still try it. You know what I mean? So it don't really matter how you're dressed. Shorter skirt or tracksuit bottoms covered with hoodie, it don't matter. So why are we teaching girls that we need to watch what we're doing, we need to watch how we dress, think about what time we go out? No, man don't have to think like that. So why should we have to think like that? So that's really what it is.
Facts. Joey, anything you want to
add? Going back to the amount as well. Like, it's hard with these ones because you can never put a price on these things anyway. So they could have given them $1 billion. We'll still be like, you can't like put a number to someone's life. Like, it's just a tough one at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, it's true. I feel like there's no real figure that can actually fix racism or even just fix a situation. Murder is murder.
A loss of a life.
You know what I mean? No money should be able to fix a loss. If they took it like that, like the Joe Flow's family, then I have to like lower some of the respect for them. But hopefully that's not the case. But I understand at the end of the day, like, the police are gonna do something. 27 million. I can't imagine many people turning that down anyway. So I mean, they went through a lot of hardship. It's not really their fault, and I get it. But anyways, we've got a live performance coming up very, very soon.
Okay.
But we've got one more song to play before the live performance. Going by the name of Senses. Now, obviously, Shelana with no bananas, apparently.
Shelana, no banana, you get me?
Listen, I can't lie. As soon as she said that line, I was like, I'm going to have to say that a few times. So.
It's going to stick, That's why I say it.
But anyway, obviously, big shout out to Shelana in the building right now. She's been holding it down. Been a great guest.
Appreciate you guys.
It's actually our first guest on a Tuesday because I've had guests on my breakfast shows.
That's true.
I just realized it's our first guest on a Tuesday. So big shout out to her again. But obviously, Shelana, tell us about Senses, how that came about, and what the song means to you.
Thank you. Senses is again, a very important song for me because it was the first song I released after just basically coming out of a group. I used to be in a group.
Oh, okay.
And I came in as a solo artist for the first time. And that journey has been a very, very mad one, you know, battling with self-esteem. I came out of a very toxic relationship.
Okay.
And it brought me to write this EP. So since it's like the first tune, and when I hear it, it does definitely bring me back to that moment where I was definitely struggling, and it's all about how I was trying to battle with that relationship and just trying to find myself out of that. So yeah, that's why it's super. It was the first single that I released as well after that. So.
All right, cool. I'm gonna stop the instrumental, and I want you to introduce the track. I've been doing it, but I'm gonna let you do it. So go ahead.
Hey, my name is Shelana Azora, and this is my song Senses, produced by JJ Musical. I hope you love it.
Being tuned into the streets session. Why is this the name of our show, bro?
Because we're the hottest in the streets.
Boom trap.
Listen. Welcome back to the show right now with Shelana Azora and MK. These are the street sessions on Wolf and 90.4. Obviously, I hope you guys have been enjoying the vibes today so far. We've been debating, we've been talking, but right now, we're going to be talking about one of the hottest singles coming out of the streets right now, you know, coming out of the East. You know, we got to respect the man from the East and the girl from the East, because I'm from the South, but you know, for today...
You're losing 2-1 here.
For today, East is hot. East is too hot for the streets. I'm going to let it slide. Maybe like we're in football right now. But I'm gonna respect East right now. Now obviously you're from East London. Wow, you ain't got your mic. So give me 2 seconds, I'll put the claps up. And now she got her mic.
Let me make sure it's turned on.
Okay.
Like I said, you're from East London.
Yeah.
Now before we go into your song, as an East London girl, what is an East London girl?
I don't. You know what? It's such a random question.
Yeah,
like, what is an East London girl? I don't actually know. I can't lie. It's just we just got some way about us in it as East Londoners.
Yeah.
I don't really know what that is.
Okay. Because they say it's South girls according to the streets.
Yeah.
I'll get a chick,
They
right?
say that.
So what are East London girls like more galley?
We're ghetto, but we're also I don't know, man. Like,
I feel like East London girls know the streets, but still dress like a girl. Does that make sense?
What, so you're not seeing
I'm done with you.
Tracksuits and that?
So we basically don't dress
I know, it depends how far east you go, really.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it doesn't really matter. It depends on where you are anywhere. Really,
Yeah.
But like, if you want to go into the stereotypes of these locations, they would say a South London chick is just a hood chick. And then they would say an East London girl is a hood chick that dresses like a girl. If you go to West, they'll be like, they're just smart. Like, that's how they talk, bro.
Obviously, that's mad.
It's weird. It's weird that they talk like that. That's why I asked her the question.
And it's hard to pinpoint us girls
Yeah.
in different areas of the London.
Yeah, that's why I asked her the question, because I wanted to hear if she's going to come with a stereotype or
I don't actually know. And I don't really want to come up with stereotypes because I'm like, I feel like we're all different, you know. But no, I do get it.
I hear that. No, I rate that. But obviously, we got to talk about your song Crew. Now, before you tell me about the song Crew, what makes a good crew?
Ooh, people that believe in you, support you, see you. You know, like, you know, there's always going to be hard times.
Yeah.
And, you know, the people that are there during that time are the ones, because, you know, everyone wants to be there when you're up and you're doing that. You're posting on the gram and you're like, oh yeah, celebrate. And they're like, yeah, fire emoji and all that. But who's actually there when you're down, when you're feeling like I can't do this no more, when you're feeling like I'm done out here?
Yeah.
That's what crew is for me. So.
I rate that. And obviously, your single Crew. How did this song come about?
Interesting. So I wrote this song with one of my very close friends, one of my oldest friends, Kizzy. And
so one of the crew, basically. One of the crew.
And we've been friends since primary school. And literally, like I said to you before, like in primary school, we used to just do up rap ciphers and just mess around in the playground. Like in primary, we used to do up ciphers. It was like the ghetto High School Musical. So imagine High School Musical, but on crack.
I can't even lie. I gotta stop you real quick, Carl. Kizzy just said East Londoners are balanced.
Oh, yes, I love that. We're actually balanced. We've got some hood in our school. We know how to maneuver the
Shout out to Kizzy, man. I'm on the line.
No Kizzy with that one.
Basically, we have no filter.
No filter. You guys have no filter.
That's what they be saying.
It's true. Listen, if you've dealt with a South London man in the past month, you might be entitled to some compensation. You get me? Like, who knows?
Listen, I'm from Sweden. I'm not South or West or East. So, ladies, holla.
You were rapping South like a minute ago. Go on. Chameleon in the face, man.
Listen. I'm from Bristol, innit? I came to Bristol before London.
Okay.
I was in Bristol before London.
From Bristol to London.
Wait, that's all right.
International, man.
So basically, I'm from Bristol.
Mr. Worldwide.
I'm from Bristol, man. I don't know what you guys South man out here, man. But no, so obviously we'll talk about how Crew came about.
Yeah.
What makes Crew such a special song for you? Like, why Crew? Like, why drop this single?
You know what? I feel like in my EP, if you've listened to my EP, Epiphany, if you haven't, I demonstrated a little bit how I've always, like I said, my first song I ever wrote was inspired by Eminem.
Yes.
So rap has always been a very big part of my songwriting, my growth as an artist.
Yeah.
But I feel like as I've grown and I've just like not always believed in myself and felt like, oh no, I can't step into that zone, that people are gonna, judge me. I feel like as a female artist, you're always gonna get that extra little bit of judgment. Let's be real. Like if a female rapper comes out and starts spitting bars, you're gonna have a little bit like, oh, she's a female rapper. There's a little bit of that. She needs to live up to that standard of, so for me, it's just like, you know what? I don't want to be boxed in. I just want to do what I want to do. I just want to spit. I just want to sing. I just want to do what flows. And if it's a vibe, if you guys feel it, then here we go. So that's it with me. Like, just experiment, have fun with it. No, don't overthink everything. You know.
Yeah.
Not good. The song is very fun. For me personally, it's a sing-along song. So you know what? You know, if I was to pull up to your show right now, obviously I've heard it like 10 times, so I can already sing along. No cap. But like, I'll be there like.
Yeah, listen, I got a show coming out as well on the 23rd of May.
Okay.
At the Moustache Bar in Dalston. So, if you want to go check
Back in the streets.
Let's get ready to rumble!
I feel like it's that anthem, and you know what? Part of me felt a bit like, oh man, should I drop this tune a bit more in summertime when everyone's gonna be out? Hopefully, we pray to God. Hope that Boris lets us out in that.
Hello?
But part of me felt like that, but I'm like, no, you know what? I feel like it's a song to relate to regardless of what the time. Hopefully, when everything opens again, we can catch a vibe.
All right.
We can catch a vibe. I'll get all the details for your show, and I'll post it on the socials. So that's no problem. Obviously, shout out to everybody here right now. We got DJ J-Man in the building. We got DJ Laos in the building. We got Roxy Minx in the building. It's mad in here right now. We got MK, who actually
show producer today.
Found his bag today. Yesterday. I always lost all my music.
It was stress. It
was for you. Well, actually, I didn't know it. So what's special for you? But obviously, Joe, you might also get the camera ready before I announce the tune that she's about to perform. Because otherwise, I'm gonna just drop it and then you're gonna miss half of it. By setting up. So while Joe is setting up the camera right now, what's your favorite thing about being an artist? Like, what excites you about being a musician?
Oh, that's actually a really nice question. I feel like it's being able to do what I love, like genuinely what I love. Like, I'm not, like, if I had the choice in life, I would not be doing music. I promise you. I would be doing what gets me money, what just does the, but really I don't feel like it's a choice. I feel like it's one of them things that I grew up and I'm like, if I don't do this, I'm not happy. It's nice to make me, it's nice to be able to do something that I'm fulfilled with at doing. And if it touches someone, you know, when I do get someone come up to me and say, you know what, that song you wrote, this over here really spoke to me. Like I was going through this and it really, that's all I need, isn't it? At least one person out there is feeling what I'm saying, and it makes you feel like, you know, I'm not alone. I'm writing for someone to listen. And that's it, really. Like it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I rate that, man. I rate that. You know what for that? That was a big shout, my man MK. You ready? Being tuned into the street session with your boy Firahs and
Joe MK.
Why is this the name of our show, bro?
Because we're the hottest in the streets.
Catch us online, on the go, and on the FM.
Okay, let's go.